Hello, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, honey, we are gonna get lethal because we are gonna be reviewing the Black Widow, Marvel's Black Widow, and Ulta makeup collab. So if you wanna get locked and loaded and you wanna know what the real tea is about this business, and is it that lethal kind of beauty that you want, honey? Well, honey, you need to keep on watching, baby. All right, guys, so welcome to my channel. And in today's video, you can see I'm opening this box. You know, she wanted to wear black because it was Black Widow, honey. She wanted to get up in the fantasy. In today's video, we are gonna be reviewing some of the Black Widow makeup. Now, I am a huge Marvel fan. I literally have Captain America's shield ripping through my skin here. I'm a huge Marvel nerd. Love the movies, literally see them religiously. I am pretty well versed in my nerd knowledge about not just the MCU, but just a lot of comic book knowledge and lore with the Marvel universe. So I'm really excited because I'm very nerdy about this. And I actually was so bummed when, a bunch of Disney's movies, they've all been postponed, and I think Black Widow's now not coming out till November, and that's even if we go beyond this lockdown and, we can move past this whole COVID-19 thing. But it was supposed to come out in May, and it was supposed to come out, I think, May 5th. No, that's today's date. It was supposed to come out, I think maybe this Friday, if not last Friday, May 1st. I know it was supposed to either come out last Friday or this Friday. So either way, it was supposed to come out in May, and so I wanted to do this video, and I had ordered this makeup, and I've literally had it sitting here for about maybe a month. I ordered it a month ago. I was gonna do the video on it, and then everything happened with lockdown, and it's just been sitting here, and I'm like, you know what? I need to review this. Oh, girl, this is stunning. I need to review this, and so I was like, you know what? Girl, we're just gonna do it. Miss Black Widow, we're not gonna see her movie for a hot minute, but the spirit of Black Widow is still here with me in May, so that's what I'm gonna do. So if you're wanting to find out what's going on with that, honey, well, you got the right video, mama. So first of all, I just opened the box, and the packaging is already stun. It is stun. So this is the Black Widow 12-piece eyeshadow palette, okay? Very, very, very cool. Just very, very Black Widow. Black, red, we've got the symbol right there. So this is the eyeshadow palette. There's 12 colors in here. And then I also got the 3-piece face palette as well. And it's very, very cool. We'll dive into the actual shade names and stuff like that. But I ordered this, and this is, I think, the face palette there's 2 of them. And I think I got the light medium one. And let's see, what else did she get? They also had makeup bags and carrying cases, and I was like, that's too much. I was like, I don't need to buy all that. That's ridiculous. But they did have the brushes, and that was one thing I was looking forward to getting. So I did get all the brushes, girl. But I did get the 2-piece lipstick and liner duo, honey. So I got it in Courageous and Strong. So packaging, once again, on brand. All the packaging is solid. They also had these lip gloss tubes too as well. The vinyl lip gloss. And so I got, there's more shades than this, but I got 2 colors. I got New York and Budapest. I wanted to get something that was sort of an iconic red, and then I was more of a natural sort of color, just to have some options, baby. Okay, let's get these brushes out. Okay, so she's cute or whatever. We have this looks like a blush, angled blush brush, okay. Packaging, once again, on point, simple matte black, the flat precision brush, okay. This is the Tapered blending brush, and this is the powder brush. And so it has a very cool ombre effect. Yeah, we're gonna definitely dive into this. There's definitely a lot here. So yeah, so I hope you guys are doing good. I hope that the lockdown and everything that's happening hasn't been too hard on you guys. You know, on a personal side note, I will tell you guys that we just moved into a new apartment, but we're literally moving out. We have a 30-day guarantee that where if we don't like it, we can leave, and we don't have to worry about breaking the lease or paying anything like that, which is really good. But we're doing that, and we literally just moved in here, me and my sister, and we're literally moving out next week because my sister got laid off, and you know, with everything that's happening right now, like, we're gonna move back to the family house in Hudson, and it's just a safer bet for us financially. And you know, she's in a really good place financially and with her savings and everything like that, but like I don't have savings, and I do need to do a couple things to take care of myself. And with everything that's going on, like I can't allow myself to be in a position like that. So yeah, it's crazy of what's going on. So with everyone struggling, like, please know that you're not alone, and like this has been hard on a lot of people, and we need to come together to solve these problems in more ways than one. So I'm trying to look up the actual like Black Widow collection for you guys, but so you know, it's challenging, but I don't want to give up my videos. I don't want to give up what I'm doing right now. I think if anything, it's more important for me to stay connected and tap into this. So I just thought I'd be honest and have a real moment with you guys. But you know, with this Black Widow collection, I think that this is going to be able to, like, you know, put a little smile on my face, and hopefully you guys find some entertainment value out of this too. So, oh God, skin is already prepped. So with that being said, oh, okay, mama. So let me open her up. Okay, just like a little plastic covering on it, no biggie, okay? And let me take my good old Black Widow knife, honey. Oh, well, that's my bad. I literally just stabbed the eyeshadow. But these are the colors, and they all have like names that are very like, they're all just like adjectives. I don't think that they're necessarily super creative, but you have the colors Safe House, Heroic, Fighting, Relentless, Fiery, Covert, Sabotage, Power, Agent, Cipher, Infiltrate, and Undercover. So you have these colors, and they're all pretty much neutrals. There's like some metallic sheens. You have 6 mattes, and you have 6 sort of shimmery colors. And really the only wild colors are the Cipher and the Infiltrate. So there's really not like any sort of wild colors in here. They're all like earth tone neutrals, which I kind of expected. I mean, it's Black Widow, you know, she needs a versatile palette, honey. She's like infiltrating, she's undercover, she's spying. You know, she can't be doing no drag eye and trying to go undercover as like a woman, you know, trying to get information on the enemy. Like, she needs a neutral eye, baby. You know, she needs to be covert. So this is all in line with that storyline, baby. And it has, so far it has, it's $20 for 12 shades. And it is, how many reviews? I mean, it has 4 stars out of 5. And I wonder if I can see the reviews. Out of 19 reviews, it actually has 4.5 stars, or 4.2 actually. So yeah, so that's kind of a good thing. We like that. I like to hear what other people are saying. And let's open up the face palette. So this is the 3-piece face palette. Okay. Oh, she's upside down. Soldier, Identity, and Espionage. Okay, now I do think, like I said, I do think that there might be another. Yep, okay. So this does come in a sort of like medium to deep. It's called, this is like light. This is light, and there is actually another one called dark, which has like a deeper blush, and it has a deeper bronzer, and it has more of like a yellow toned like highlighter. So this is dark and light. So I'm assuming that this is gonna be for light to medium skin tones. I keep holding this upside down. This is so weird. Geez. I'm assuming this is light to medium, and then the other colors are gonna be for your like your tan to dark. I don't know about that, because I feel like when I think of like dark, I don't think those are the colors that are gonna show up on people with deeper skin tones. They honestly should have not even touched anything with the face except for maybe a highlighter, to be quite honest, and that's the real tea, baby, before we even put it on our face, honey. So there's that. That's the face, and then we also have the lip kits. So let's take a little sneak peek. Okay, this color is Strong, and we have the lipstick, which is cute. It just has a little like red hourglass symbol of the Black Widow, and we have the liner too. So the liner, I'm gonna just do like a little swatch on my hand. Okay, it's actually really creamy, which is really nice. It's not like super hard and dry. Let's see. And this is the lipstick, Strong. I'm just gonna swatch that. Okay. It's not matte, but it's also not like a hydrating, it's not glossy. It's just a, just like a simple, like nude, like a pinky beige. It's a little bit more on the warm side. It's got a little bit of like that, almost like a little, I could see a little flash of terracotta in there, you know, especially with that liner in there. So I think that that's a solid combo. However, with something like this as a liner, do keep in mind that like this is something, baby, you need to blend, honey. That liner, you're gonna be looking like Miss Chonga Realness, baby, if you don't blend that liner. And so let's see what the reviews say. Okay, so out of 4 reviews, this has 5 stars. Everyone pretty much gave it a high rating, and pretty much everyone says it's like super flattering, that it's blendable, it's creamy, it wears well. So that's a good sign. So that's Strong, and like I said, you know, pink nude, nothing crazy we haven't seen before, you know, but I think that this is everyday color for Miss Natasha Romanoff, the Black Widow. And then I wanted to go with something a little bit different, and I went with Courageous, which is like a dusty mauve. So we're gonna we'll swatch her. Oh, that is a rich color, baby. Rich. Okay, so that is Courageous, and that is Dusty Mauve. Now I see that in the lipstick. This is the liner. It is like a wine plummy color. It is very rich. These liners they're much darker than the lipstick, and I haven't even put them on, but just swatching them, like you can see that there's a solid difference between these liners and these lip colors. So you're gonna really need to blend here. That needs to definitely be something that you guys are gonna do. But the lipstick felt super creamy and buttery on my hand, so you know, we'll see how she wears. And we also have the lip glosses. The vinyl lip glosses. I'm always like a little bit like judgmental. I'm not gonna lie, I'm totally judging anytime I see lip glosses in these tubes, because I just think of like little like dollar store like little glitter glosses. I think of like 1998 Wet n Wild, not Wet n Wild of today, baby, because Miss Wet n Wild can give you the value at the price point. But Miss Wet n Wild back in 1998, baby, frosted blue eyeshadow, cracked out white lips. no ma'am. And I think of these little tubes, so yeah. Oh, okay, I thought this was gonna be a squeezy. Clearly I didn't know what I was doing when I bought these. Let's see what it says for the gloss. Okay, for the glosses, they're $10 and it has 4.3 stars on the Ulta website out of 5 reviews. But it's 10 bucks for, how many ounces is this? This has 0.37 floral ounces. So it's also the Ulta collection, which I think is, you know, kind of Ulta's way of also having like their own like brand, their own like place in the market, kind of like how Sephora has like their own Sephora collection. And with the Ulta collection too, like, you know, it's supposed to be at a lower price point, you know, get good makeup at a good, you know, price point. I have not played around with Ulta's line. I just remember having a coworker years ago that swore up and down by Ulta and swore up and down by their eyeshadows. But mama, her eyes were cracked and dusty, honey. They were not it. So I used to be like, oh, okay, girl. Yeah, Ulta, love it. Yeah, and she used to tell me all about Ulta makeup, and I would be like, cute for you, girl. You know, because I ain't trying to be shady, but that could have been just her maybe not knowing what she was doing with the product. That's a possibility. But this is the color, New York is this cool pink color, and they had a beige, and I was like, I don't want to get a beige because I already got like a nude and a mauve with the lipsticks. I was like, okay. And they had a beige lip gloss, and they had like a white frosty lip gloss. And I was like, I ain't wearing no 2002 Hilary Duff baby white lip gloss. Like, I ain't doing no Paris Hilton, you know, in a Juicy Couture tracksuit. I was shopping on Rodeo with a white lip gloss. No ma'am, I'm not doing that. So the only colors I really had were this cool pink, which was called New York, and then this classic red called Budapest. So I'm gonna just swatch it. Oh, wow. Pigmented. Wow, baby. That is red, honey. Red for filth, honey. That is red, baby. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all too. I don't like a matte red. Like, that's not my vibe. If I wear a red, it's glossy, it's shiny, it's very Miss like Lolita selling something on the street corner, honey. It's very that, and I like that a lot. I like a glossy, like hoe cherry red. I like that. That is my cup of tea, and this is very that. So she might be feeling some type of fantasy, honey. She might need to be doing this. This gonna take a minute to do, because we're gonna try all this stuff, but I might want to do a couple of looks, baby, with these glosses. So we'll see. And also, don't forget, y'all, performance, honey. Does she stay on? Is she locked and loaded? That's what we want to know too. So is it worth that? Okay, so this is Miss Cool Pink New York. She's not as saturated as the red. Oh, wow. Okay, there she goes. Okay, I lied. I lied dead to your face. Look at that color. Okay, now that is a very cool, like, dusty pink. Like, when I think of mauve, I don't think that's a mauve. I think that's more of a plum or a berry. This is what I think of with mauve. Like, this is such like a dusty, cool pink mauve. So yeah, I don't know about the titles on these colors, but I think this is the mauve, this is the red, this is the nude, this is the plum. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the color story here, baby. And I do want to open up the brushes, so let's open up Miss Brushes. See, we haven't even, baby, we have not even begun to put any product on our face, okay? And we're already this far into the gig, okay? We haven't even turned a look out, okay? But I will tell you this, Miss Natasha Romanoff, Miss Black Widow, Yo, she was out there repping. She was the only female on the team until Scarlet Witch came along in Age of Ultron. You know what I'm saying? And you had Miss Maria Hill too. And I'm being nerdy. If y'all don't know nothing about no Marvel movies and watching them, baby, you're gonna be lost. I'm sorry, but I'm a fan, and we're doing a Black Widow collection, so I'm gonna talk about it. You know, she was the first one, and you know, to me, I was like, first of all, how do you have someone like Scarlett Johansson, one of Hollywood's most bankable actresses, not have her own film and movie? And especially when, like, this is like a couple years into the Marvel universe where Black Widow had already like been in Avengers and made a cameo or two in other people's movies. And then Scarlett Johansson did that movie like Lucy or whatever, where she was like, it was an action film, and she could show that she could do it and carry it, because that movie did very well at the box office. And I just felt like Marvel really didn't give her the justice she was owed. And like, I'm really glad she's getting a movie, but it's hard to feel as much hype about her movie when it comes out after the fact that she died in Endgame. And for those of y'all who ain't seen Endgame, I'm sorry, baby. It's been out for over a year, honey. Don't be mad at me about no spoilers, okay? So, you know, to me, it's hard to care about her story when this whole movie is supposed to take place literally right after Captain America's Civil War. It's supposed to be like her on the run, so she's hiding, and so she goes away and she goes back to her family or reconnects with her, you know, her old Russian spy family, which, you know, has her going with Miss Florence Pugh, who plays Yelena Belova, and then you have Miss Rachel, I forgot her last name, but she's the actress and she plays like Madame Mask. And then there's like the Red Soldier, or I think, and he's essentially like the Captain America but for Russia, and like, you know, have her reconnecting. And I think it's cool, but it would have been so much better if this story took place within the actual like Avengers Infinity Stone arc, okay? This story is taking place after that whole storyline just finished. It just wrapped up. Like, Black Widow is literally kicking off, this movie is kicking off the entire next phase of Marvel movies. And it would have just made a lot more sense for them to have made this movie earlier on. Now, I also know too, because like, this is how nerdy I am about it. Like, I will read and watch rumor sites and news sites to get every little tidbit about like casting and behind the scenes and who's directing, producing, what's happening, who's talking to what. You know, Kevin Feige, who is, you know, Marvel God and like is, you know, pulling all the strings and everything like that, you know, he is now in control of everything that is created with Marvel, literally. So not just the movies, but also everything that's going on with the comics and everything like that also goes up to him now. And even before that decision was made, like, there was so many conflicts with Kevin and some of the executives, and then there was a particular guy, I don't know his name, who essentially was like, no, the female movie's not gonna sell, don't do it. And Kevin was like, no, we need to do this, and this is gonna be fire. And there was just constant back and forth, and Bob Iger, who was the Disney CEO at the time, he basically was like, Kevin called him and was like, I can't work like this, and Bob said, hold up, baby. You are out here bringing the money in. You are out here being the cash cow. What we're not gonna do is, I'm not gonna allow someone who clearly has really now established a whole new franchise and a whole new universe for us to make money off of and to build a whole story and a whole new universe. Like, no. So Bob stepped in and was like, listen, Kevin, you report directly to me. You don't report to nobody else. And that really shifted the gears in how the movies were playing out, how they were marketed, the creativity and storytelling too, you know, having the ability to have like the Guardians be as wild and crazy as they were in Guardians of the Galaxy, or having like, what was it, like Thor 3, like clearly like the best Thor movie ever, and like one of the like funniest movies that came out too, you know, having that come out Like that was they were all very different. And Ant-Man too, like there were just so many different feels and like so many different flavors. And I think that's good because you have to differentiate each story, each character, and it has to have its own spin. It has to have its own unique like ID and thumbprint, you know? So when you have these movies where they all get together, you feel so connected to the characters because you've seen who they are on their own, and now you're seeing that part of who they are as a standalone hero, now how that's functioning in a team effort, in a group effort. So it creates a sense of reality and groundedness in these superhero movies. And you know, back in the day, like Miss Black Widow, like she didn't get her shot. And so, you know, I'm glad she is now because I love Wonder Woman and she's the first superhero that's a woman, and we love that. But you know, Diana is the character, right? Like Wonder Woman is such a prolific and larger than life character. You know, she has like all this mythology. She's like a goddess. She has like all these connections with Greek mythology and magic and otherworldness, and like so she's just such like this larger than life character and has such a rich history and story, and not just being such like a legacy superhero character, you know, and being the first female superhero. There's so much legacy, there's so much history, there's so much there that it feels like, you know, with something like Black Widow, I mean, to me, I felt like this should have been done a while ago because Black Widow's movies are who she is. It's spy, it's subterfuge, you know, it's very that. You could have made her, you know, Miss Bourne Identity, you know what I'm saying? You could have made her, you know, Miss James Bond, you know, like you could have made the movies like that. So I'm glad that she's getting her opportunity to shine now. It just feels a little late, but I'm a true fan, so like I'm not at all pressed. Like I'm still excited about it. I still want to see it. I wish that they would do video on demand, like they've done lately with like the Trolls movie, and like, you know, that was really successful for Universal. But either way though, like I am really excited about this, and I really hope that we get to see it sooner rather than later, because I don't want to wait till November to see this movie. But yeah, so that's my little rant about how, you know, Miss Black Widow should have had justice a whole lifetime ago. But either way, we're here now. We're talking about beauty and makeup. Brushes. Okay, so here is the brushes, okay? It doesn't feel the worst. It feels soft, it feels nice. It's all of that, okay? But it doesn't feel luxe, you know? And you're not paying a lot for this, you know what I'm saying? Like, they are Ulta Collection brushes. So this powder brush is retailing for, let's see, this powder brush is $20. The blush brush is $16. And the precision blush is $12, and the tapered crease is $10. Yeah, so the bristles, they're synthetic, and they've got like that, you know, black to red ombre, which is cute. And episode 2, if you notice, they have like they go from like clear to like black on the handle, which is very cute. And then also too, they have the little Black Widow symbol of the hourglass there. So I think branding wise, I think it's all cute. It definitely is all Marvel Black Widow. It definitely screams all of that, 100% for sure. But yeah, I'm really excited because I want to like get up in this, and we didn't even swatch the face palette, okay? We didn't even do that. So let me do a little swatch on that. So I have the bronzer called Soldier, and like I said, I'm using the light collection because I'm using this on myself. Okay, so it gets a little dusty, but it has like a creamy, ooh, it's like a little chunky. Okay, so it's a little bit of a chunk, rubbing my finger in it. It's not dusty, but okay, so then we have Identity as like our blush, which I already know is gonna be too light for me, but I felt like I would rather have a lighter blush than a crazier blush. I'm not a big like, I want crazy like Moulin Rouge cheeks, like not me. And then Miss Espionage. Okay, so that is pretty. So Espionage, the highlighter, is like this like peachy, kind of like golden champagne-y color. The blush is like this pale pink. I don't know if that's gonna really work for like medium skin tones. Like I said, they really didn't think this through with the face palettes. And honestly, most collections and collabs, unless they're really well done and they really do decide to tap into complexion like that, most of the time they don't do that though, with these like sort of collabs with like brands and artists, cartoons, music, pop culture, whatever. Like they don't really do face palettes because there's so many different things that you would have to do, and like it just overcomplicates it. What should have done is like, I could see this champagne goldy highlighter, like that to me on its own would be very pretty and could definitely be like, this is a highlighter, everyone can use it, boom, one universal product, right? Like, boom, eyeshadow palette, anybody can use it, there you go, have a nice day. Like, I just don't think these things are really thought out really too well, because I was actually surprised to see that they had a face palette. I was like, oh, y'all have a face palette? So yeah, I mean, the colors are okay, you know, like I said, it's just like this bronze, but the highlighter comes on and swatches nicely, but the bronzer was really like dusty, like, and it was very like, it like was very like crumbly a little bit, like rubbing my finger in it, more so than the blush and more so than the highlighter. So there's that. And honestly, out of everything from the Black Widow collection, looking at Miss Ulta's website here, honey, so the face palette's 16 bucks. Out of 3 reviews, people were like, one person put 5 stars, but somebody else put 2 stars and somebody else put 2 stars. Yeah, so that doesn't bode well. But so we unboxed and revealed the eye palette, the face palette, the vinyl lip glosses, which I think are like fire. I'm like really like, baby, I'm about to put on a look with these lips. So I'm excited for these two. And these creamy lipsticks are like really like, these are pretty colors, but they are so buttery and creamy. So this really bodes well. I'm actually really excited for the lip products. The brushes, we'll try them out and see what happens. But you know, I could already see it's got like that little like crinkly little like waviness to it. I'm like, baby, these look like some dollar store brushes. That is the real business. We'll see what happens. So I think the first thing that I need to do is I need to go and put on my foundation and have my base on. I'll just get my complexion concealer, I'll get all of that ready, and then we'll be ready to go in and try the face products and stuff like that. So we'll be able to then do a full face. So let me get ready with that in just a second. Hey guys, I just wanted to do the outro for this video. I have been so crazy with like moving and all this other stuff, so I apologize that this is a Frankenstein video, but outro is, baby. Stay tuned, because the following Friday, after this Friday, I will have the part 2 of the actual wear test of the Black Widow. I did not want to shortchange anybody, and I didn't want to not talk about it, and I thought everything I talked about was succinct and made sense, so I didn't want to edit it out. So with that being said, you guys can like, comment, subscribe. You know, you can hit me up on social media. Everything's listed below. But next Friday, I'll have part 2 of the Black Widow collection, and it'll be the actual try-on and review of me wearing the different lip colors and the full face and the eyes. So stay tuned, guys. Thank you, and I appreciate you.